All right, welcome back to my channel. Good morning to you. How are we all doing? I hope all is well with you. Welcome back to my channel. I would like to go straight to the program because yesterday USB government had an emergency press briefing where they talked about the recent utterances from Anambra State and former Anambra State government, Soludo, who came out and began to threaten Biafrans that he's not gonna allow them to run their business because they sit at home, because they observe sit at home. That statement went viral. Many mainstream media of Nigeria carried it that he's talked as if he's a tough person. But he forgot that you don't bring this kind of toughness to people who actually have something different from what you have, because the Biafra have seen hot and cold. There's nothing you will use now to threaten them, because people have lost their loved ones, husband, son, and what have you. So that kind of threat is not gonna sell. But as a governor of Anambra, the man who claimed to be a governor, who did not even have the mandate and legitimacy to be a governor of anywhere in Igbo land. But that's a story for another day, because I want to go to the program. I'm just trying to lay background on this particular video because we have something to talk about. As you can see the title, Finland has become terrorist state under Alesto because of the involvement and other things that we are going to talk about. Because COS on the course of that year, in that press briefing, she made some comments that we need to pay close attention. In her post, she says something as well that I want you to pay close attention on, because we have to talk about it. It is very, very important. Now, we know that because I woke up this morning, I saw some Nigerian newspaper, news platform reporting the outcome of that press briefing for the United States of Biafra yesterday, because USB government authority officials, they gathered yesterday in that emergency broadcast. They spelled out the plans as they rebook what Soludo, who claimed to be whatever, what he said. They rebooked it and lay out their plans and strategy and encourage Biafran to don't mind him, go out and don't do your business today, being 27th January 2026. And for a record purpose, today is Tuesday. Now, yesterday, Soludo was there bragging and ranting in Anambra, in Onitsha specifically, because he was there saying that Oka is, they are not observing sit at home. Of course, that, sit at home must not be observed anymore in Anambra. And Now, that USB government and USB commanders yesterday dished out the order and said, we are going to meet you head on that. People from different angles, those glorious snatchers have come out and begin to make some utterances like that, as if anything happened, so that they can now claim, so that when something happened, rather, they will now claim responsibility. They will not claim that they are the one. If the USB government achieve it, they will not have a voice. I have seen DOS, in the hideout, making comments that Soludo should be careful. I have seen the one called Scott Group or Scott Leader Ross also made a comment threatening Soludo as well. Then I've seen, of course, Yasaya Yogo. That one also was also vomiting his own. But at the end of the day, we already know what their intention is all about. Because I made it clear even before the program yesterday that whatever that will be the outcome of this meeting, Isaiah Young will do that. Because when they notice that the US government they are on the emergency press briefing, broadcast, they schedule that program instant. Somebody called it out on our comment section yesterday. They said that they have scheduled to welcome their prime minister just to say something about this. But we are not here for all these things. I just want you to understand why we are here for, what we are here for, rather. And please do me a favor, like this video and subscribe to the channel. I don't want to waste much time, in this particular video. I want us to go straight to the program and get it done as soon as possible. If you don't mind, let's just go there. All right. So I saw this post from Christopher Okenwa. He made a post, and let me see if I will look at it. I think okay, yeah, here we go. So Christopher Okenwa made this post. Okay, he made this post, and we are going to come to this post. But before this post, let us see the post that he attached this post to, and that is statement from Dr. Rabese, DPM, United States of Biafra. So Christopher Okenwa, in response or in addition to what COS said here, he made his own post. So I think it will be nice for us to go through this one. Then we'll now come back to what he said. Breaking: Onitsha main market opens tomorrow, Tuesday, January 27, 2026. The United States of Biafra Deputy Prime Minister has ordered all the traders at main market Onitsha and all the traders at the main market Onitsha and all the markets in Onitsha to open their shops tomorrow, Tuesday 27, 2026. Tuesday, 27 January 2026, right? And throughout the week, so that because Soludo in his madness said that I hereby, according to him, he's hereby shut down every business in Onitsha from Tuesday today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, till next Monday. This order is given in reference to illegal order given by the legitimized Nigerian Governor Charles Soludo, who was seen today forcefully, illegally ordering the shutdown of the Onitsha main market for 1 week due to the voluntary Monday sit-at-home civil disobedience and embarked upon by peaceful Biafran people. This voluntary sit at home is in action until our leader Oyendu Namodekano, Simon Ekpa, and Finland, respectively. Okay, Oyendu Namodekano and Simon Ekpa are released by the terrorist state of Nigeria and Finland, respectively, and the full restoration and protection of the United States of Biafra territory is accomplished. The United States of Biafra elite squad will be ensured that no illegitimate security agent of Nigerian state and Charles Soludo is seen anywhere in Onitsha tomorrow, being today, all right, disturbing the peaceful indigenous of Onitsha main market throughout the week. The USB Secretary of Defense General Rabbi and his team will ensure full compliance of this order from the government to protect Biafran people. The protection of the right of USB citizens must be maintained by the United States of Biafra government. Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, DPM, United States of Biafra. This statement hit differently because from this, you know that government that care for you, government that see your pain, government that have ear to listen to you when you are in pain is speaking. All right, not those who want to use their governmental office and power just to glorify themselves and praise themselves and try to show of force on the people that they're supposed to cater for, the people they're supposed to care for. Now, I want us to pay close attention here. DPM Dr. Rabeze regard Nigeria and Finland as a terrorist organization. Why? Let's not forget that one of the things that these people, DOS, who are pretending to copy the effort of PM, whom they have used this sit at home to blackmail full time. All right? Let's not forget that these people are not sleeping. They are trying to copy, they're trying to eat, to harvest where they not even cultivate. They said that PM is forcing people to stay at home. It is now 1 year plus. Someone about the Prime Minister is behind the bar. He's now in prison. Sit at home is still on. Ask them, who is now forcing this at home? You claim that PM was the one forcing it. Do you know that these people are blackmail? You know, evil people are very, very wicked and very. In fact, when you talk about demon, they are the one. How can you devote time to lie, blackmail, cajole, and put all manner of propaganda to slander somebody's name because you want to get the person out of the picture. The same way they use this is at home to, they say PM is the one. You know, our women cannot go to farm, they cannot go to hospital, people cannot go to school. People are still sitting at home. Are you seeing them now complaining about it? The answer is no. Why? Because it is not done on them. That it is deliberate, it is voluntarily, nobody forced anybody, nobody mandate anybody. This is people that are just like when you say volunteer army. People volunteer themselves because they understand that this thing is between life and death. And whose life are we talking about? They know that this is about their own life. They know that this is about their own integrity, their own land, their own well-being. People volunteer to close their shop. Those shops are not government owned, independent, private business owners volunteer that sacrifice the day to pay respect to Master Kanu, who is now in detention. Remember, the so-called lawyers and his Master Kanu family, and even the people who normally, I went to see Master Kanu, he said that she will stop sitting at home. No more sit at home. Now that sit at home has been there, that PM is not here, how many of them are talking? That's so when we talk about this terrorism, most of our people are not far from it. I'm talking about those DOS members. They have used their mind, they have used their support to promote to terrorism agenda or violence, because PM is where he is now unjustly. No reason, no thing to hold him down. The same people who claim that PM is, destabilizing the Igbo land, everything that was happening when PM was there is still going on. Is it a killing? Is still going on. The only thing is this: the army and Nigerian force, who normally buy people just to justify this claim, this application on PM, they stopped. Why? Because they wanted to think or believe that PM is not here. Then because of that, they stopped. PM, the killing has stopped. They are the one doing it since day one. They are the one buying people. They are the one doing all those things because they want to prove a point. They want to prove a point, not because that France or PM is behind anything whatsoever. Finland, who they are not blacks, these are whites, which much is expected of them to do justice to this, like do pure investigative journalism and find things out, which I know they have already seen, even before calling PM for questioning and whatever, and detention and all that. They knew the plan, but they chose to turn to a terrorist state. That is why when people call them terrorist states, don't argue. I remember when people call in those days, if people said that Nigeria is a terrorist state, some people, even an average Nigerians, will come out and begin to argue with you. How can you say that? Those guys I want to demarcate Nigeria, but they are no longer saying it because the killing is now on their own doorstep. When it was happening between Zambia and Far North, when you said that, they said, call him and buy him. If I see you, hand go touch you. Now, we don't hear hand go touch you anymore. They are the one now saying it by themselves. That truly, our government is funding and supporting this terrorism. How can you, everybody's now voicing out because the insecurity, the terrorism, the agenda is now staring on everybody's face. If you don't believe what I'm saying, let's go to Christopher Okenwo, because I always love his posts. Yes, I do, because he's always on point. He's always on point. So now, where's that his post? Just a moment. This X somehow behave like crazy. Okay, this is his post. Okay, this is Christopher Okenwo post. Let's continue from here. He said, terrorist states, in plural, terrorist states, that's Nigeria and Finland, respectfully, terrorist states of Nigeria and Finland, respectfully. I fully agree to what DPM said. Any state that enables, encourages, or aids and abets terrorism and genocide, regardless of its geographic location. So it's not saying because they're European, they're white. No. regardless of its geographic location, qualifications as a terrorist state. In Biafra case, the current Finnish government has unfortunately dragged Finland into this category through its action. Went, the only remedy, the only way for Finland to, clean themselves up is by trying to retract your steps, release PM. Forget about this appeal nonsense you guys are talking about. Release him. You know that everything PM talked about is what American government is even crying out now. And this issue of it doesn't matter, you guys can do Biafra and this and do this and do that. Mazam Gano laid a curse on England, on British government, not British people. All right? Why? Because of the way they're meddling in Biafra nation. That is applicable. That curse will not only end in British government, by extension, the entire nation. It will also be replicated or transferred to anybody, be you African country or European country, wherever you are, and you are trying to use our people's blood to build the economy, to become giant, or whatever, you will follow this suit. That course, Master led, will be given to you all. That course, you know why I'm emphasizing on that? Because it is very, very effective. It's a matter of time. Time is ticking. Every time you see injustice and begin to pretend that it doesn't matter, that even between you pretend that you don't want to get involved, you remain neutral. That is a different case altogether. But when you are involved and begin to allow yourself to be used as an instrument of this crime, how can you distance yourself from that? You are now part and parcel of it. Finland did not only betray PM, they broke his heart. PM loved Finland, loved everything about them. He bragged about them. He was very, very proud of them. Maybe he's still, I don't know. But we, watching from afar, listen to PM, we know Finland through PM. Not that I don't know the name, I do know the name. In fact, I know people that traveled there, even before anything. But I don't regard Finland, I don't talk about Finland. If you ask me to mention countries, I don't even remember them. I can maybe remember or mention Finland. Not that I have anything whatsoever going on there that I'm interested in. I don't bother about Finland. But PM made us draw attention to the Finland. We started checking on them, memorizing their flag color and everything. Before now, I don't even bother, and I may not be able to gaze through how their flag looks. But now, PM made it possible. PM put them push them to the highest level. People, even non-Biafra, begin to know about Finland. How many Nigerians know about Finland before? If not because of PM. When each time they talk about PM, they say that one in Finland. Finland government should do this and do that. PM actually gave them contract that they have chance to sit on a round table to talk about how they would build the economy and have bilateral relationship and all this nonsense. Was because of PM. No matter what they are doing today, they are feeding on the PM's pain and agony. And that people that do that, you can only see that from a terrorist group, a terrorist gangsters, a terrorist organization. That's the only people that feed on people's blood and smile over it. People with the conscience don't do that. So what I'm trying to say is that this issue of sit at home, this and that, Finland traveled to Biafra land to do their investigative journalism and everything. And they came out, they met US. You see those gangsters, anything US. That's why I see them now. One thing about them is that once they turn around, they'll start talking as if they hate US. But if you allow them, by the end of the day, US will be telling you that US is bad. When you turn around, you will not see anybody bearing the name US. This is how they bastardize the name of IPOB. They just make that name. That name started looking like a forbidden something, a kind of omen, something that is not. They have turned IPOB. That few letter IPOB. They turned that IPOB, that name, to something that people are saying are now trying to avoid. And guess what? The same way Ogenkere is no longer hiding his hatred on PM. That's the same way US members are no longer hiding because they're splitted into many groups. Do you know why they're not mocking USB government under PM Samanepa, that they're splitted into many groups? Because they themselves are struggling. They're splitted into so many groups and they're covering it up. But I can assure you they all have what in common: criminality. But some of them are to wait the other ones. There's a group that is just like Ogenkere. They don't have hatred on PM on Mazakan anymore. Maybe if I have time, I may write on a video on that because I saw that post and how they are insulting themselves on comment section. Maybe if I have time, I will run through, we go through that and you see it for yourself. Anyway, let me know. Do you know the reason why? Do you not know the reason why we refer Finland? We call them names. I believe by now it's no longer. You will not be after this video. I don't think you will be confused anymore. Why people regard Finnish government as a terrorist organization? I don't think you will have issue with that anymore because they have proven that, they have shown that the way they go against PM simply because of economic benefit is shocking. Terrorists on suit. Please let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree or disagree on the comment section. I would like to hear from you. God bless you. We are not here to promote violence. We don't support killing, or we don't support terrorism. We don't support criminality. We are actually preaching this for you to know the truth and remain with the truth. Nothing more. God bless you and see you again. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye for now.